But click and clack, dude.
I love click and clack as much as the next guy.
There's only 10 more minutes.
I'm just afraid it'll mess up the audio. Sorry.
That's all right.
Coleman's Carpool, California edition.
California.
I'm Coleman. This is Nathan. We're going to talk about bathroom etiquette, and I'll answer these questions too, so you don't feel, like a loner.
Okay.
Which way do you put your toilet paper? Do you put it facing out?
Dude, I've had this conversation
in?
out. I do it out. Although, here's the thing. So I think there's a lot of different people and a lot of different preferences. I don't care enough that when it's in, I will take it off to flip it around.
I never even thought about that until I work at a t-shirt shop, and we like have to cut this apparel vinyl to heat press on the t-shirts.
Oh.
And you have these huge rolls of them, and so when my boss was first showing me how to do it, he's like, it's like you do your toilet paper, like you face it out. I was like, what? Since then, I always put it out. I can't do it in.
You know what's funny is that actually the reason I do it is because I saw an article that said, you know, a majority of people prefer it out. And I was like, oh, I've never really thought about that before. Like, what? I guess I do too. So then, like, ever since then, I've just like gone with it out.
How many times do you use a towel to dry off before you wash it?
That is the question. I think the smell test is usually in order here. It really depends on how well you dry it after you're done. If you're lazy and you're going fast, I mean, for instance, in the locker room, you know, you're in college, you have a class right away, and you're running late. You just throw it in there, and it's all in a bunch. That gets pretty gross. You know, that's a no bueno situation. But you know, if you actually take the time to hang it up, use it really nice, man. I've used towels for longer than I ever want to admit.
The smell test is the ultimate in pretty much all my laundry.
Nice.
But yeah, definitely towels. What is the longest that you can remember that you've gone without showering?
Dude, we're all swimmers, right? So, I mean, without showering at home, I mean, it's been weeks. But like, the second I take a break from swimming, like, you know, that time in August, it's like pretty hot. You know, I can't go more than like a day, man. I just, you can feel it. You can feel like getting greasy. You run your fingers through your hair. It doesn't feel the same. You're like, I'm not the same person. Like the smell test, the fingers to the hair test is like the litmus test for cleanliness.
Yeah, because usually I can like manage my own stench for like a few days, and it's fine, and I usually don't care what other people think. So if you are at a female's house, do you remember to put the toilet seat down?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Really?
Oh, dude, I mean, I grew up with a sister, with an older sister, man.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a no-brainer. At a female's house, you gotta do that. You know, I've lived in a big house with like, I think it was like 6 roommates, and you know, one of them happened to be a girl, and we were sharing a bathroom. I would try my best, but I definitely can't claim that I was perfect.
I only had brothers. And so that is, shout out to Carolyn Joyce. When I went to her apartment at NC2A's a few weeks ago, every time I used the bathroom, she was just like, seat, toilet seat. Like, I would walk out the door, she wouldn't even go in. She'd be like, seat.
She just knew.
And so now I am very, very much more perceptive of that.